So be skeptical, you know. But I think that Occupy Wall Street represents something very, very hopeful, very exciting. There's no way to predict where it's going, but what they've done is shifted the conversation already, simply by doing what they did. They've shifted the conversation, and suddenly everyone refers to the 1%ers and the 99%ers. These are problematic terms, of course, because everyone in the 99% isn't equal. We still have racial hierarchies. We still have discrimination against immigrants. We still have women in a lesser position. We still have queers, you know, discriminated against and targeted and so on. All this is true, but they've got something wonderful going on, which is they've got the right number, 1%, 99%. They're right to resist a list of demands because what they're doing is representing the grievances of all of us. And that's a beautiful thing. So we'll figure it out. Sure, we're going to have demands, and they have a bunch of dangers. One danger is that they start excluding people and develop a tight political line. But the other is that they're preyed upon by the political class, and it's already happening. So you hear these, and this is another thing that I think is interesting about it. It follows the same progression as all movements. For weeks it's ignored, then it's ridiculed, then it's tried to be co-opted, and then it's attacked. And all those four things are still in place. They're still being ignored, they're still being ridiculed, they're still being, you know, co-opted, and they're still being attacked. But I think to their great credit, they've said, to Rahm Emanuel, for example, he said, come on up, send 3 people, we'll have a conversation. They said, no, come to the General Assembly. That's where we do our talking. That's very bold, very brave, very exciting. A lot of older lefties, you know, kind of look at it and say, geez, this kind of, yeah. A lot of older people say, you know, one thing to remember also, the New Left, which I was a part of, Students for Democratic Society and SNCC, we called ourselves the New Left because we were rejecting Stalinism. We were saying, we're not Stalinists, we're not Russian communists, right? And that was a strength, but there was a weakness in it because we weren't really talking to people we might have learned from. The occupied people say, we reject the old left of Stalinist kind of cells. We also reject the left of charismatic leaders. We're all in it together. That's a great, great strength. Are there weaknesses in it? Of course. And let's hope we all work it out together. But, you know, the opening statement of the Port Huron Statement, the opening sentence of the Port Huron Statement, which was on our membership cards for Student for Democratic Society, said, we are people of this generation, bred in at least modest comfort, housed now in universities, looking uneasily at the world we inherit. We could say that tonight. We, all of us, and one of the things about generations is that we're all living together. We're all sharing the planet. Adam and I are of this generation. And I'm no more of the 60s generation than I am of the 50s generation or the 90s generation. I'm living now, looking forward. So we are all people of this generation, bred in at least modest comfort, sitting here now at a university, looking uneasily at the world we inherit and intending to do something about it. So let's go forth and be a mensch. Thanks a lot for coming today.